it's like Christmas Eve, except for Antonio Brown trades. So it's Antonio Brown trade Eve.
Yeah.
And we had a very our family tradition on Antonio Brown trade Eve day is we do a whole bunch of just Antonio Brown related things. We bleach our mustaches, we throw furniture, we give ridiculous interviews where the interviewer does not make any follow-up or hardball questions. We blame everybody. I live near Ben Roethlisberger. I could go to his house and blame him for stuff. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Donut Bag, part of the Pod Hub Network. Okay, so here's what happened. I talked to Mark Hagelauer. This was Thursday night, before the Steelers said they would announce a trade or finalize a trade for Antonio Brown. This is on March 7th. So I talked to Mark, and we have some jokes about AB trade Eve and all this funny stuff. Ha ha ha. Okay, then I go to see Captain Marvel, which was really dumb because I have to work early in the morning. But anyway, so I go to see the movie, and I leave the movie about 12:45 a.m. on Friday. And I turn on my phone, and I'm seeing all this stuff about Antonio Brown and the Bills. I'm like, huh? Was this some kind of joke or something like that? Ha ha ha. And everybody, I turn on the radio, and that's all they're talking about is Antonio Brown and the Bills. I'm like, what is going on? There is a report from NFL.com and Ian Rappaport that Pittsburgh is closing in on a deal to trade Antonio Brown to the Buffalo Bills. I can't believe it. The Bills. I'm in shock. I don't know whether this is real or not. I don't know what he's been traded for. But I'm just in shock. This is just amazing stuff. Des Bryant said something like it's not fair. It's punishment for Antonio Brown. It's not very nice. Yeah, people are going crazy. We'll see if this is real or not, but it's just amazing. So here's a talk I had with Mark before that news. And so the Donut Bag starts right now. All right, let's catch up on the Steelers.
All right.
Always lots going on with the Steelers. Some of it is
positive now.
Some of it's positive, and some of it's actually related to football. Amazingly,
imagine that.
With me to talk about it is regular Mark Hagelauer. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, it's going. All right. So
off season is moving along now.
It's
a little bit's going on here.
I'm sure there will be like dog days like after the draft or something like that, but not really. I mean, the draft is at the end of April. And then I think OTAs are in May, or maybe May and June it'll calm down. But it's like there's really no more off season in the NFL.
Oh yeah, it's just constant, especially with social media. It never ends.
Yeah, especially with this team. So big news today on the contract front. The Steelers agreed to an extension with Marquise Pouncey and Ramon Foster. So really cool. I've heard speculation that Ben had a lot to do with that. Oh no, what happened to Crosby?
No, he just got a high stick. He's all right. I think he's all right. He just got
okay.
Yeah, no, we both have the game on. So.
Oh my God.
But they called a double minor for. He must have been bleeding.
You know what? I'm a little bit behind. Oh,
are you?
Okay, or my feed is a little bit behind.
Oh,
so okay, so that's okay. So there is a power play.
His eye's not dangling out of his head.
Okay. So just Okay. So back to the Steelers.
Yeah.
So I heard, because who did they agree to a pretty big tender? Was it Finney?
No. Yeah, Finney. Not Filer. It was Finney. One of the F guys. I think
They
it's BJ
placed
Finney.
They placed a second round tender on guard BJ Finney.
Yeah.
The tender's worth $3 million. So basically, there was speculation. It's like, oh, that means that means Foster's gone. But hey, good for him. Good for them.
Yeah, I like them keeping that line together. They're pretty.
It's one of the best,
solid, and it's one of the deepest right now with those guys. Those backups are really good.
Right. So, well, and I guess that's it. Okay, I'll see you. Great podcast. Nothing else happened.
Nothing ever.
So, and I will admit, I stole this from Andrew Filipponi, which is a major sin.
Oh no!
But oh my God, it's a 5-on-3.
Yeah, because they had a power play before.
Okay. Oh, so you already know they didn't score. Okay, you're a minute or two ahead of me. Okay, so this is what I stole from Andrew Filipponi. Basically, it's like Christmas Eve, except for Antonio Brown trades. So it's Antonio Brown trade Eve.
Yeah.
And we had a very our family tradition on Antonio Brown trade Eve day is we do a whole bunch of just Antonio Brown related things. We bleach our mustaches, we throw furniture, we give ridiculous interviews where the interviewer does not make any follow-up or hardball questions. We blame everybody. I live near Ben Roethlisberger. I could go to his house and blame him for stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Close, huh?
Yeah.
We you start charging $500 for personal messages. How funny is that?
I want to do that.
I know that'd be great if you could raise enough people to pitch in for the donut cast, guys.
That would be amazing. That'd be amazing
awesome.
If Antonio Brown is like,
make him say anything you want. How funny would that be? And he has no clue what's going on.
Oh my God, he would probably just laugh his head. I was like, "You mean this guy's name is Joey Bag of Donuts? What?"
Yeah, right. I'd see him
is
trying
real?
to pronounce it.
Um,
Make up the most ridiculous scenario and have him say it, and to just be able to put it out there. It'd be funny.
Yeah, just.
Because I saw did you see the last one where he said something about a female body parts or something? I don't know if you saw that one.
I did not. I saw it was some dude had one for like his business or something like that, which is amazing.
There was one. There was like two guys, but they said something about, well, I guess if I can say it, but he said something about someone's titties, and I was like, what? I was like, where'd that come from? So I don't know what that was all about. But.
Well, this whole thing, and everything related to it. Oh my God, it hit the post.
Post
is all related to this situation, and I think this whole situation is one big money grab by Antonio Brown because maybe he's out of money.
It seems like it's becoming that. I mean, just reports coming out of everything, just trying to get a new deal, and his agent promising him he's going to get one when he gets to a new team and all this stuff. I mean, why else would he go through all this and stop trying to do his best to get cut? I mean, it makes no sense. And it's also not his personality up until this year. He'd do occasional goofy things, but this year he's been like off the charts.
I don't know when it started.
I mean, at least with the not showing up and doing things essentially to seem to want to get released or traded or something.
Yeah, but
it's odd.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, there could be all kinds. I mean, the personal stuff with him has been happening for about a year now. But I thought it was interesting that the Steelers said, "Hey, Friday is the day." Told all teams, like, listen, this is it. make your deal by Friday, and we're gonna come to a decision. Like, okay.
The first thing that popped into my mind is that they have an offer that they like, wondering if it's Oakland or something, and for a first, but they're also telling people, hey, this is when we're gonna
pull
the trigger. Give us your best shot if you want to try and outdo it.
Yeah,
do it. Because a couple of teams did drop out, and I'm wondering if it's because they did get that the offer they wanted, and then maybe they're backed off because it's too much. They don't have an extra pick to kind of take that chance or whatever.
Here's my thing. My fear is, let's say it's Washington or something like that. I don't know, or Oakland or whatever. Let's say the Steelers pick a team, and it's out there that they pick a team. What if he doesn't like that? What if he he decides that's not who I want to go to, and he starts acting out again and being a complete moron, idiot, fool, whatever that he's being. I don't know. That's my take on that.
I personally don't care, as long as he can do whatever he wants once he's traded, because then he's their property. But
here's the thing. So he said something in one of those ridiculous interviews, and by the way, shame on ESPN.
Oh, that was terrible. That was like just pretty much just let him vent, basically.
You know who I wish would have interviewed him? Did you see that R. Kelly interview?
Oh yeah.
That's who should have interviewed Antonio Brown.
I saw highlights of it. Yeah, you should have made him cry.
Yeah. Ask some decent questions. Yeah, ESPN. I'm so glad I don't get that. I don't get that channel. They're a joke.
Yeah, that channel's been just a farce for like 20 years now.
Yeah,
15, 20 years. It's been garbage.
How dare you just let him say all that stuff without one follow-up question? Yeah, he just said the most ridiculous things. I thought it was also very interesting that in the beginning, the national media, the national quote-unquote, they were all on his side, and now they have turned on him.
It seems like it. Once he called out Shannon Sharp briefly, which I don't know why. There's something about Shannon Sharp, because Shannon Sharp had his back the whole time.
Exactly.
Now
Shannon Sharp was his biggest supporter the biggest enemy of Ben, and blamed everything on Ben. If his Big Mac didn't come out exactly the way he wanted to, he blamed Ben on it.
Yeah. Pretty bad with that.
And he called Shannon Sharp a clown, which is just ridiculous. How do you do something with something that's your biggest offender?
That's actually basically supporting your craziness.
The other thing I thought also turned the national people is Larry Fitzgerald basically saying, I don't think he's handling this the right way. And, with all the respect that Larry Fitzgerald gets, and that, he's so well respected and just so smart, that everybody's like, oh, geez, maybe he's onto something here. So
there's a couple reasons I think that is, but I think that's the biggest reason is he's just so well respected, and he doesn't even usually say much about anything. So if he's actually speaking up, he might actually have a good point or something.
Yeah. So this is from Jeremy Fowler earlier today. As of Thursday afternoon, no definitive leader in Antonio Brown trade sweepstakes. Pittsburgh still plans to field best offers by Friday. We'll assess situation at that point. For team, it's about best overall deal from what I'm told, not simply first rounder or bust. I also heard that Oakland is the, quote unquote leader in the clubhouse, and they're having second thoughts because this is all a giant money grab by Antonio Brown. And what did he say in one of those interviews? You have to play by my rules or whatever. Like
stupidity. That also, that play by his rules thing. Again, I'm not blaming anyone more than AB himself, but that also shows you kind of the monster that was created under, because like he thinks that's okay. Like, can you blame the players in the locker room? Can you blame Tomlin for letting it go on? But a little bit. But that's, if he really thinks that that's how it works, then he's definitely had way too much leeway.
My guess was that he would, through all this, hear that everybody's saying what a horrible monster he is and what a terrible